welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA.
And tonight we've got the Los Angeles Sparks playing against the Minnesota Lynx.
This is Blake Suniga alongside Tim Schwartz and Brian Benefitemi, and we're excited for some 2K hoops.
Nice make for her as they get the scoring started.
Yeah, she gets it going, and hey, who knows? Maybe a big night is in store for her.
Collier outside. Screen by Smith. Pass to Griner. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Williams. Got a piece of it. Now here's Boss. McBride covering. 7-foot shot. A nice shot by Mrs. Incredible.
That's just run-of-the-mill for her. She's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Outside Williams. Nafisa Collier on the wing. We played just over a minute here in the first. Solid as a rock from 20 feet out.
That's a hard J to defend. Collier is 6'2". She has a nice release and is deadly accurate.
And the basket by Boss.
Yeah, late reaction for the defense. She's always going to convert that.
Here's Minnesota. A 4-point game. Pass to McBride. And here's Smith. And here's McBride. Three-pointer. Off to a good start as she hits her first shot attempt.
A big part of Smith's value, Atlanta can hit threes and space the floor as a big.
And we're about 2 minutes into the first quarter. They get the rebound. Goes up with it again, and it's good on the layup.
Man, they have got to put a body on her because otherwise, with her agility and athleticism, they're just not going to be able to contain her on the offensive glass.
Collier outside. No good. That would have tied it. Pass to Bell. To the inside. Here's Boss. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
She did so well to lead her teammate right to the ideal spot. That's the kind of playmaking coaches like to see.
Now here's Griner. For 3, Nafisa Collier. Doesn't go that time. Now here's Boss. Down low. Court Queen. And that one drops for her.
They're just killing them in the paint.
You can say that again. I mean, the defenders aren't being nearly aggressive enough down low.
They're just killing them in the paint.
Thank you.
Here's Williams. Pass to McBride. Reiner. The shot's good. Kayla McBride making the play.
Man, oh man. If Reiner gets going on her jumper, it's good night. Too many options for her offensively.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Queen. Out to the wing. From the low block. Another one falls for the Sparks.
And their offense already flowing. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
They're getting great looks, and they're capitalizing. You know, they have to be pleased with this start offensively.
Now here's Williams. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Reiner's shot is off.
The D was ready for her that time, and they had to be. She is strong in the paint.
Here's Bell. And the call is going to be, an illegal screen.
Very close call there on the illegal screen.
And I'd go along with it. You know, to me, it didn't really look like her feet were set.
Minnesota trailing. Now Williams. Collier outside. And the Lynx, another 3.
A legitimate threat from beyond the arc. Collier feels comfortable trying her luck whenever she's given the chance.
Here's Queen. Off target from 3-point range. So the Lynx now. Pass to Collier. Now Williams. McBride. And Mrs. Incredible picks up the foul. That's her first foul.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Long range from the inbound. And the Lynx miss again. The Sparks leading. Here's Boss. The shot is good, and so is her shooting tonight. 3 for 4. Collier with it. She's got 5. Right outside. Pass to Griner. Shot clock at 6. Here's Collier. It will not find the hoop, and it's her 3rd miss. She has made 2. Now here is Queen. Now Court Queen, covered by Smith. Lets it fly, and that one hits back iron. Now the Lynx with it, trailing by 5. Here's Collier. The Sparks grab the miss.
You know, it's not been the best quarter for her as far as scoring. We'll see if she can get back on track.
Here's Boss. Cans it from downtown.
Great opportunity right there. You know, she's got such great length, and she can just rise up and get incredible separation for the 3 ball.
Now here's Collier. Again, Nafisa Collier missing. And here's Bell. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Defensively, they've got to start bodying them up. You know, get a little bit more physical and help your chances at winning this game.
Yeah, they're getting outclassed in the paint, and the worst part, it's at both ends of the floor.
Now here's McBride. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. For 3, Nafisa Collier. Again, Nafisa Collier missing.
He hasn't had much success shooting the ball.
Now here's Boss. To the middle. Here's Court Queen. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
And good that time.
You know, the handle on Feely really good for her position and size.
Here's Queen. Jackson outside. Court Queen.
The shot.
Good, and the assist goes to Rakia Jackson.
Defensively, they have got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, still early, but you're right. They need to bump up the intensity on defense.
Now here's McBride.
Alyssa Peely on the wing.
Screen by Griner.
Peely.
Drops in the tray.
And showing some range. Feely can step back, space the offense.
Now the Sparks with it. They lead by 7. Out of bounds, it'll be Lynx ball. So Sparks making a switch here. Here's Carlton.
Smith outside.
Carlton. No good on the 3.
Personally, I am shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. She makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Queen. That shot off the mark.
You know, typically she has the touch to finish when she's in that tight. Not sure what happened there.
Pass to Peely.
To the wing on the left. Now Collier. The 3 ball. Sinks the triple.
Zero fear. As soon as she gets the rock, Collier ready to fire.
Now Clarendon. Pass to Bell.
Now here's Court Queen, covered by Smith.
Again, the miss by the Sparks.
On the glass so far, it hasn't even been close.
They're taking it to them. Feels like they've gotten every rebound.
She gets it in there.
It's been a very efficient first quarter for her, and she's just creating good opportunities. And when you do that, you can convert.
Outside Clarendon.
Pass to Court Queen.
Fires for three.
They grab their own miss. Queen misses.
Shot clock and game clock 1 second differential.
And here's Carlton.
Shot clock at 5.
Collier. Boss defending.
Over Boss. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Sparks on top. They lead by 2. And don't go away, as we'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a bit. A closely contested game here at the start of the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Sparks. Guys?
Quite simply, a great display of team basketball, Brian.
This is 5 players working as a unit. Just beautiful team basketball on display.
The Lynx trailing.
Pass to Magdagor. Here's Peely.
From outside the arc. That ball is off target. That miss makes her 2 for 3. Here's Boss. That one is good. She has missed only 1 of her 6 shots from the floor.
I'll bet her percentage is pretty high from that range.
And here's Peely. Now Kone. And here's Carlton.
Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Clarendon up top. McBride covering. They blow the whistle just as she gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the strike.
The away team. Number 25. 1 shot.
Here's Carlton.
Pass to Peely.
McBride drains the three-pointer.
With the smooth touch from outside, McBride's versatility leaves defenses pretty vulnerable.
Now here's Clarendon.
Outside Brink.
Back to Clarendon. Boss, defended by Magdagor. And the basket by Boss.
Yeah, she's played an important role in her offense today, and really without her, they might not have the lead right now.
Second quarter of basketball, just over 1.5 minutes played so far. And the basket by McBride.
A shooter who doesn't really need much space to be effective, McBride has a quick and accurate release.
Now here's Jackson.
He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's Boss. That's good, and it's Asia Clarendon with the assist.
You simply cannot say enough about the quarter she's having. I mean, every one of her attempts has gone down.
Here's Carlton. Back to McBride. The three.
Brink grabs the miss.
I wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
That's a good question. It's been their edge, no doubt. And in a close game like this, you just look for every edge you can find.
Now here's Jackson.
Tries again.
Brink's shot is off.
Here's Carlton.
Started by McDonald. now Carlton.
Inside. There's Magdagor. Boss pulls it in.
Bodied her up and made her alter the trajectory of the shot that time.
Definitely. Some very sound defense played on that trip down.
And here are the Lynx now. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Carlton. To the paint. Here's Peely. It drops for her third basket. She's only missed one shot.
Too much power from Peely. Goodness.
And in this second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Outside Clarendon. Pass to Boss. It drops. That's her 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11. Here's Minnesota, trailing by 5.
Now here's Peely.
Back to McBride. Let's go with a 3. Drills the three-pointer.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Outside Clarendon. Takes it from 10. And it's Boss missing.
Now here's Peely.
Defense is right there. There's the 3. The Sparks grab the miss. Outside Clarendon.
Jackson outside.
The three-pointer off the mark.
Just like me, 9 times out of 10, she's going to bury the 3 when she's left all alone like that.
McBride up top.
Guarded by McDonald. Pass to Peely.
That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Here's Boss. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, you know how a lot of people talk about flipping the switch? Well, her switch has definitely been flipped to on in this quarter, guys. I mean, just dominant scoring.
A timeout called by Minnesota. And you look at Boss, she's been playing really well.
She's been attacking the rim with ferocity. They have to do a better job of keeping her out of the paint, or they're going to pay for it.
Minnesota trailing.
Peely with it.
7 points in the game. On the wing, Courtney Williams.
Defended by Mrs. Incredible.
Pass to Griner. 5 on the clock. Takes the three.
And shots good by Peely.
They've gotten a lot of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Defensively, they have to get out there. Even if it opens up some driving lanes, they just can't keep giving up these open looks.
Offensive rebound.
Good on the bucket.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
Pass to Williams. Can't connect from short range. And the Sparks with possession here. They lead by 4.
Now here's Boss. This is incredible. Peely defending.
Here's Voss. Reiner with the rebound.
And here's Peely.
Outside Williams. Here's Smith. Off target with the 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Here's Peely.
10 points for her. Outside Williams. Shoots over, misses, incredible. Smith, right side.
Peely.
Pass to Griner.
Peely.
Boss defending. And the Lynx miss again. The Sparks with the lead. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
Number 6.
Now the Lynx with it.
Now Williams.
Wyatt so far offensively searching for first points of the game. It's good.
No fear, Williams is normally the smallest player on the floor, but she can operate down low with her toughness.
Now here's Boss. Here's the 3. Gets it to go from downtown.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show she's putting on this quarter.
Here's Peely.
Pass to Griner. Williams fires the 3. The three-pointer is on target.
It used to be a weakness of her game, but Williams has worked on three-point shooting, and her percentages have increased each year in the league.
Here's Mrs. Incredible. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. To the inside. Here's Smith. Pass to Griner. And stolen by Boss. Now the Sparks moving it up. Shot's good by Bell.
Put herself in a great position to finish that break off.
Yeah, and that right there is just a great read of how the play was developing and where the ball was going.
Such high basketball IQ.
Now here's Williams. He has 5. Chalk up 2 right there.
She's coming to life after a slow start in the first quarter.
This is Incredible with it. And the play stops. Whistle on what looks like an illegal screen.
You have to make sure your feet are set. But when you set those screens, they'll get you for it.
I thought maybe she was set. Now, I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think maybe they got that one wrong.
Now here's Collier. 8 points for her. On the wing, Kayla McBride. The screen by Collier. McBride. The Sparks grab the miss. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to miss is Incredible. Here's Court Queen. That one drops for her.
That is some dime dropping. Exquisite assist.
And here are the Lynx now. 8-point game. And here's Smith. Here's Griner. And again, no good by Minnesota. And here's Mrs. Incredible. The bank shot, no good. And we've reached halftime in this one. The Sparks on top. They lead by 8. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Make some noise and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause.
Now the second half about to get started up again any moment. And you look at Boss, she's been playing really well.
Well, in terms of her points in the first half, that's pretty much what we've come to expect.
Which tells you really all you need to know about what a strong talent she is. I mean, I'm going to bet that she adds a lot more to her totals after the break.
The Lynx trailing. Here's Williams. Pass to McBride. Now Griner. Griner with the screen. And the basket by Collier.
Love the versatility in the pick and roll. Collier can either set the screen or work off the screen.
Inside. A marvelous lead pass, and she throws it down.
She's carrying a lot of the load offensively, and normally that's good news for them.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see just how impressive that move was.
Outside Williams. Pass to McBride. Now here's Collier. From 20 feet out. No good there.
They hold a huge advantage on the boards.
Yeah, they've really dominated the glass, and that's been the key to this lead.
Lets the 3 fly. Here's Court Queen. That shot is good, and she has made 8 while only missing 4. That's 67% shooting. They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right. Their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark. Now here's Collier. 10 points for her. Back to Smith. 6 to shoot. For 3, Kayla McBride. And no good.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open. The mid-range jumper, it's a very high percentage shot for her when she has that much room to get it off.
Here's Williams. 7 points in the game.
Nafisa Collier on the wing.
Screen by Griner. For 3, Nafisa Collier. Boss pulls it in.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a hard time getting it going.
Court Queen. Lays it up and banks it in.
She's having one of those days where if she takes it, she makes it.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes passed.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota.
Yeah, I think the head coach saw too many easy buckets coming from inside and wanted to put a stop to it.
I would think so. I would think so. If they keep giving up the kind of easy looks inside that they have been, they're in big trouble.
And they've got to change something up. Let's see what they do.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Right side, Williams. Pass to Smith. McBride, just 5 to shoot. Looking to end the drought. It doesn't go for her.
They've shown some strength in the paint. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, and that's putting it mildly, guys. They've been absolutely dominant.
And the basket by Boss.
Chalk up a few more points for them. This has been a one-sided game in just every area.
Absolutely. Their defense, their offense, it's all been outstanding.
It's just been a tremendous performance, Brian.
Now here's Collier. 10 points for her. Looking to get it going. Reiner. She's guarded by Court Queen. Reiner, shot is good.
Always easily above 50% shooting from the floor. Reiner is deadly inside.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone now. And that one drops.
It's not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. Just too many looks from in close.
You know, usually when teams give up runs like this, it's because they allow chances from inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Now here's Collier. From about 10 feet out, Reiner's shot is off.
Didn't come away with points, but they'd be happy if every possession ended with that shot.
Miss Incredible can't get it to go. Collier outside. McBride. Outside Williams. To the middle. Good. And the assist goes to Brittany Griner.
That pass led her so perfectly, she didn't even have to break stride.
Boss with it. And Williams picks her up defensively. Pass to Queen. Here's Bell. Good from the moment it left her hand. That makes her 10 for 14.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Great ball movement indeed. That's an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Reiner misses. And it's the Sparks ball. A 17-point lead, and it's their biggest. And it's Boss missing. Now Williams. 9 points in the game. Collier outside. And a foul on the shot. She'll go to the strike for 2.
Well, she might be a big, but you don't want to foul her. At about 80% from the line, Collier is a good bet to knock down all of these.
It's her first trip to the line.
2 shots.
Knocks down the first one.
You know, it's really no surprise to see Collier at the line. I mean, she is a former Rookie of the Year and All-Star, so defenses play her pretty tough.
And she makes the first, but misses the second. Queen with the ball. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Right wing. Court Queen, covered by Smith. Now here's Peely. Pass to McBride. Collier. It's good from long range.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. She did that to a degree in the first half, and she's doing it now in the second.
Now here is Queen. And here's Bell. Here's Jackson. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
I like how versatile Jackson is. She can create her own shots, and she's also just as good shooting off the catch.
Here's Collier. She's got 14.
Here's Peely. Another three for Minnesota.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there,
It's
Tim.
been a lot of fun to watch.
Now here's Jackson. Here's Voss. Pass to Bell. Here's Jackson. Peely defending. Now here's Court Queen. Good, and the assist goes to Rakia Jackson.
Superb assist. She was crafty, creative, and the ultimate teammate on that play.
And here's McBride. 9 points in the game. Collier with it.
And here's Griner. Voss defending.
The second chance effort.
And it's good.
Fought through the contact. Hit the shot. She'll go to the line.
And she's got her first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Shooting one.
Really, the moment Brittany Griner steps on the floor, she's impacting the game because as an opponent, you have to react to her physical abilities as well as her skill and her touch as a scorer.
Court Queen covered by Smith. And it's Court Queen missing. Alyssa Peely on the wing, guarded by Jackson. Pass to Collier. Smith. The screen by Collier. Now Griner. Voss defending.
Over Voss. And too long on the shot.
Here's Queen. Voss covered by Smith.
Down low.
Here's Court Queen.
Yep, that one goes.
So the Lynx now. They trail by 14.
2 minutes.
Right outside.
Pass to Griner. Collier.
The three.
Voss pulls it in.
She may have been surprised to find herself so open. I mean, maybe that's why she missed.
From deep. Rebound by the Lynx.
Here's Smith.
5 points in the game.
Now Peely. Back to McBride.
For three. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
Great possession. Peely with the dish leading to a hoop.
Voss with it. He's got 31. There's a screen by Court Queen. And it's Voss missing. And here are the Lynx now. 11-point game. Collier right side. Beyond the arc. That one doesn't drop. Now here's Voss. She's got 10.
To the middle.
Peely, guarded by Jackson.
And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her.
Carving out inside position. Peely drawing the foul.
She's getting her first free throw attempts of the night.
Alyssa Peely. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
A top 10 pick in the 2024 draft. Alyssa Peely has a wider range of skills. You can run offense through her in the post. She's kind of just a really fun player to watch.
She hits both from the stripe. The Sparks with the lead.
Pass to miss is incredible.
Got it. Good job in the low post.
And here's Williams. She's got 9. And here's Carlton. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Right outside. It's good. The assist that time from Courtney Williams.
She's on her way to putting up a big three-point total.
Here's Mrs. Incredible. That's the boss.
And she wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Good looking bounce pass to set up the basket.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Sparks ahead, up by 10. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments for our fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. Hello, and thanks for joining us again. The fourth quarter of play should begin in moments.
Now here's Mrs. Incredible.
She's guarded by Williams. Here's Feld. The three-pointer, no good.
Pass to Peely. Back to Smith.
Here's Carlton.
Peely. And here's Carlton.
Clock at 6.
Outside Williams.
Three-pointer.
And rebounded by Brink.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky.
Well, Jackson has the size and skill to do damage from all three levels.
60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth.
Outside Williams.
Lets it go from deep. No good on that shot. And here are the Sparks now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Well, thus far, they managed to overcome an off game from her offensively.
We've gone about 1.5 minutes into this fourth quarter. To the paint. Pass to Carlton.
Peely.
Jacks up a three. And again, no good by Minnesota.
Now here's Mrs. Incredible.
Knocks down the three ball.
It took her a long time to get that first three-pointer. Can she get it going?
And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Left side, Williams. Pass to Carlton.
Peely.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Well, she shot a very good percentage today, and her team has needed every last bit of it.
Up top, Mrs. Incredible.
And the Sparks, another three.
You can just tell that her confidence is up here in this half, and she didn't even have a single three in the first, but she has made two here in the second.
Now here's Williams. From downtown, the shot comes out.
She's not exactly killing them from deep. I mean, she had one three ball in the first half, yes, but still none here in the second.
Miss Incredible can't get it to go.
Sometimes you can hit that deep three, but it's really not a great look for her, not a very well-advised shot.
No, no. I mean, even for her, that's too far out.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Mrs. Incredible.
And the three off target.
You know, it might be a poor shooting performance for her, but luckily her teammates have picked up the slack.
Courtney Williams for three. Here's Smith. Not going to go that time.
Cameron Brink playing some nice defense. Now here's Boss. She's guarded closely. It's good, as 5 others before it were. She's now shooting 6 for 7. Pass to Peely. Now Magbagor. Outside Williams. Boots over misses incredible. And it's Courtney Williams again missing.
It's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if she continues to miss those kinds of shots.
She knew what she wanted to do all along, the teardrop.
This Lynx squad struggling. Pass to Peely. Can they get it? That's in, and she's 7 of 12 now for the game.
She is showing no signs of slowing down here.
Jackson outside. Bell. And Peely pulls it down. Screen by Magbagor. Peely up top. Defended by Turner. Smith with it. She's against Brink. Pass to Peely. Cameron Brink playing some nice defense. Here's Bell. Nails the baby hook.
And she's having a quarter, converting at a high percentage.
Now Williams. They get a hand on it. Here's Carlton. Defended by Mrs. Incredible. And she gets it to go.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
The Sparks call timeout. Both teams will make substitutions. To the inside. Here's Bell. It drops. That's her 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11. Williams with it. Pass to McBride. And here's Griner. Screen by Griner. Just 5 on the clock. For 3, Kayla McBride. The Sparks grab the miss.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Court Queen, covered by Smith.
And that's a lot of rebounds for a player who's not the biggest player out there.
Here's Collier, and she banks in the layup.
Uses mobility on the drive and muscle on the finish. What an effort from Collier.
Inside, Boss.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they keep allowing easy looks inside.
Now here's Williams. Collier outside. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by Court Queen.
The defense has to be real thrilled to see her keep shooting those threes. She has been brutal this half.
Here's Mrs. Incredible. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, she's definitely a threat from deep, but it just hasn't been going for her tonight. You might want to avoid that shot for a while.
Outside Williams. Here's Griner. And it's Minnesota scoring again.
Honestly, when she hits from this area of the court, you might as well quit. It makes Griner almost impossible to stop. You just can't leave her out there.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now here is Queen. Boss. She's guarded by Griner. Court Queen. That's good.
And every point they get now puts them one step closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it, just a tremendous all-around performance we've seen from them.
Yeah, Brian, it's been a treat to watch.
Now here's Collier. And Queen pulls it down. And here's Mrs. Incredible. Pass to Boss.
11 feet out. The shot misses.
Now here's McBride. Boss defending. Outside Williams. A piece of Collier for three. Good on the triple.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here is Boss. Here's Queen. Court Queen, covered by Smith.
Next foul. Alana Smith. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the away team, Holloway. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. So both teams making some changes here. That's also good, so she hits them both.
Now James. Pass to Carlton. Here's James, guarded by McDonald. To the paint. From the arc. The shot by James, no good. And it's the Sparks ball. Here's McDonald. To the right side. Right side Clarendon. Court Queen. Here's Voss.
Buries the long-range jumper.
3 points.
That's what I call pretty passive. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
And here's Carlton. Pass to Clark. Launches it. And that's it, folks. The Los Angeles Sparks have won it all. Wow.
They've done it. They've won it all. All the sacrifice, the workout, the time in the gym, it has all
paid off.
What a feeling it is to even get to the finals, but to win it too, it's just a feeling I'm sure they will never forget. Congrats.
Winning a championship is the pinnacle of anyone's career. We all dream of it, but to do it in the best league in the world, it's just got to be the crowning achievement athletically for a lot of the players out there. So I'm going to say just enjoy it. It's the toughest thing to do in sports. Win your last game.
And so that'll do it for us tonight and for the entire WNBA season. What a finals this has been. Until next season, I'm Blake Suniga along with Brian Banafatemi and Tim Swartz, and we'll see you later in a few months. Good night.
And now, the world champions. Give it up for your MVP.